for sure. But
like the young god has arrived.
We got zackray versus Plup.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is going to be fun.
Melee trying to get on the board.
I think the first game is just for Plup, especially like just like establish yourself, dude. Like just don't get ran over, because I think that's kind of been the opening theme of a lot of the melee centric players is like that first game is just such a wash.
Yeah. Yeah. I really think he could do this. I mean, the thing is, it all depends if you figure out Zackray's game plan. I feel like a lot of Japanese players go in with a game plan, and they kind of stick with it because it usually works.
What do you think Zackray's game plan is?
That's the thing. If I knew Zackray's game plan, I probably would have won. But at the same time, it's like he plays Wolf, so like he's just a character that at the same time he never really commits.
Right.
So I think Zackray has a game plan, but it's backed up by like his character.
I got you.
He's the only one from Japan really who's playing like a top tier and playing at top level, other than like Leia. Everyone else is playing like Pac-Man, Meta Knight. Like they're playing with
some weird characters.
They're playing with a game plan, but their characters are exploitable.
Yeah.
What if they all came over here with just an army of wolves? Like,
army of wolves? We'd be done.
We'd be over. It'd be over.
Is it over that quick?
It would be over.
We're done.
Looked like the Frostbite crew
I was
battle.
gonna say, didn't you see the Frostbite crew battle?
We need to come with army wolves.
Didn't you have to take out the
All right,
wolves?
here we go. Game one.
3
Plup
out of 5, right?
versus Zackray.
Yeah.
Oh, and Plup starting off strong.
Yeah, Plup, good start.
Yeah.
Gets positioning, gets him off ledge, and yeah, like you're saying, Zack is very patient. Even when he was on the left side there and he was cornered, he just kind of stood still.
Yeah, Plup kept jumping, waiting for something from Zackray, but Zackray was not biting.
This kid like has literally no wasted movement in his style.
Yeah.
He really doesn't. Like he doesn't do like the foxtrots that you see other players do. He just will stand still.
He knows what option he could do without having to overcommit himself, and I think that's what makes him intimidating in the first place.
Yeah. I think that's just a Japanese player thing in general. Is they pick their movements so carefully. There's no mistakes in the inputs. They're doing what they want to do.
Yeah, I like that forward smash that came in from Plup, but that's the thing about playing Japanese players. They're so like reserved that you really don't want to overextend versus them, because the second you do, that's when they start playing really aggressive.
Yeah.
Right.
And it seems like Plup knows that because he's been playing the neutral very safe. He's been trying to wait for Zackray to approach.
I forgot to mention that.
That's the F-tilt that you were talking about, man.
Also, I forgot to mention this. This is going to help out so much in the matchup.
Holla at me, holla at me.
Yo, Greninja just jumps out of every combo. Or everything. Like, if you read a jump, it doesn't really matter because it's Greninja.
And a lot of these spot dodges from Plup are also very solid.
Oh, Zackray with the miss punish.
Yeah.
Rare.
Oh,
but that punish.
He didn't miss that.
I don't think he even expected that either.
Punish.
Energens, baby.
God damn.
You got to be an OG to know that one. Let's go.
Yeah.
And he's getting a lot of these air dodges and punishing them too. Plup
he
playing
just needs.
very well.
They're playing very similar in the sense they're just like
Oh,
we need
and
one
he
hit.
actually, so a lot of people in that situation will just wait out the jab, but Zackray knows you're going to keep doing that jab, I'm going to punish it right away.
That was really strong to do the up air and then get the back air on that platform there.
I love watching Greninja play, man.
Yeah, Greninja, like the way he moves is just, I mean, I know everybody describes it as schmoovin', but you know.
Oh,
it's just
so
what it
forward
is.
Talking about moving, though.
That's hard.
And the
Zackray,
back air.
beautiful.
So smart from Zackray.
He knew
Ready
he had
for
a shadow
it.
sneak.
That's crazy, because that's one mistake by Plup is just instant stock loss. Like,
And that's
and the
another
down
thing
throw
about
forward tilt from
Zackray off
Zackray?
stage. Like, whenever Zackray keeps you off stage, he does a really good job at also, like, making sure that you're not going to come back with an edge guard.
Right.
Especially with a back air. He will snipe you from below by the blast zone to get you with a black air, just to make sure you won't be coming back.
I feel like that first stock is kind of similar, or that's kind of what Plup was doing, but I mean, it's
Right.
just,
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Gets
We're
the
talking about
back
edge
air,
guards. We're
and
talking about edge
finishes
guards
it
and
all.
back airs.
Yes.
Nicely
Hold on.
done from Plup.
Yeah, man. Wait, did somebody say that, or was that in the game?
No, that was definitely chilling.
Vish
Was
knows
that
what he's
Vish?
doing.
Oh my god.
That was Vish.
chilling.
I thought that
was
was
me,
chilling.
actually.
That was me. Shut up, dude.
It was me.
Don't you take
It
my
was me.
impersonation.
This could actually be it. Like,
How dare you?
bro, Wolf at the
no.
ledge versus Greninja at the ledge.
Yeah.
Plup's doing some work.
That's shabby.
Bro, I really hope he doesn't die to F tilt. All right, I can,
Up tilt.
No,
Oh,
no,
but
yeah.
the
He DI
false
those.
finish.
Wolf actually is at points where he has struggles to kill.
That's good
Okay.
coverage.
And this is the patience. Look at that. This is the intimidation of his back towards
I know,
Plup.
bro.
He's expecting him
Oh,
to
the
back
dash
dash, but the dash
attack.
attack
Oh,
instead.
yeah.
The
Dash back into
classic.
dash attack. Yep.
Dash back to dash dance to dash attack.
It's just like, I mean, you know you can't sit and shield
Made him
forever, so it's
disappear like
you got to
Jackpoint.
commit to something, and Zackray
Yeah.
is like, I got
I
you.
actually don't think
I got
Smashville was a pretty good choice for Plup. I felt like he needed more space to do what he wanted.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Plup not a bad showing at all, though. That's the best game 1 melee
that's
showing.
That's the best we've had so far.
So far.
That was anyone's game.
Yeah. zackray definitely knows the character, though. I mean, he plays Greninja himself, so I think it's no surprise that he's ready for some of that stuff.
A slower style definitely helps us like find our footing a little bit more.
Yeah.
Thank you, zackray.
So you saw when he had the lead.
Man.
When he had the lead, he didn't even speed it up. He just decided to remain like center stage,
which is hard to
neutral.
do.
And it's just the intimidation of just standing still. Also, like instills your opponent to do bad habits as well. I feel like the moment that Plup was off stage on the right side there, that was when zackray was able to edgeguard him. That was it. That was it. I feel like the momentum was in Zackray's favor.
All right, and we're probably going to see the same characters again, indeed, on Pokemon Stadium 2, I believe. So this
might
is
be a little
the
better
Plup counter pick.
For Plup.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean,
just room-wise and stuff.
Makes sense, counter pick wise.
All right, let's see what he can make happen. That was a good game 1. It really was. Just, when you fall behind against somebody like zackray, it really does become so difficult to mount that comeback. But Plup doing the right thing right off the bat, just amassing a lot of percent early.
Trying to keep that lead. And yeah, I mean, Greninja, not a heavy character at all. Greninja will die quickly, so that's why you want to maintain that lead the whole time if you're Greninja.
I hate that so much, bro.
You guys like that? That was my Greninja
Shut up, dude. Quit taking my Greninja, dude.
You guys like that? I'm pretty good at it. I don't know.
It really does sound like Chillin', though.
Chillin', you have your own show. Let me have my Greninja noises, all right?
All right, but he started the Ivy. He just started the Ivy.
I started the Ivy
too, yeah.
That was also me. Ivy. I'm tired of this cast.
It's hard to win, bro.
Fun fact, if you said Greninja or Ivy on the Chillin' show, it's actually his property.
It's my property.
Yeah.
We're on a couch.
It's still everywhere's the Chillin' show.
The whole
Summit
world
is the Chillin' show.
Facts.
I'm down.
Can we trade life for another top player?
Top player? He was souping up a top player.
Actually, that was actually really good there, too.
All right, zackray taking the first
trying to mix up his way of getting back onto the stage, but zackray was not having it.
Honestly, the knockback off that
B was crazy.
It's pretty nutty.
Yeah, losing the first stock versus zackray is like one of the worst imaginable things ever.
Yeah.
At least he got 157, though. And
it's hard.
Yeah, I feel like Plup.
I think when you're down a stock against a patient type of playstyle, it really hurts.
They're just like, I'm not committing.
Yeah, they're not going to go in.
They're going to make it extremely difficult for you to make the comeback.
Yeah.
For sure. And zackray is doing just that right now.
Something I need to...
Oh! zackray!
Dag, man.
I need to see more counters coming in from, like, from Plup.
Yeah, especially against the side team.
That nair was nasty, bro.
And he finishes it with another one.
Plup I feel like Plup isn't, like, noticing these bursts of aggression, and he could just easily counter these.
He also didn't have a jump
I think
off
this kind of goes
there.
back to the fact that, like, when you know the melee players start getting overwhelmed, though, it's like little analysis paralysis.
This is where they struggle.
For sure.
There's just a lot of situations that we're just not privy to. The muscle memory's not there.
We need some time to learn for sure.
Yeah.
And if you don't give us that time, then Dagma.
I love that F-tilt.
Yeah, F-tilt is actually insane.
that F-tilt killed zackray, and he's like, the heck?
Oh, that parry, though? And he was able to parry that.
Man.
Yep, he was able to parry that just because he noticed that Plup kept doing that to recover horizontally, and zackray was always there to punish him for it.
The JV3?
Yikes.
That was rough. I mean, that's kind of what we expected out maybe the first game, not the second game.
It's
well,
most of the day.
Too.
You guys were also talking about the stage.
The melee players have been adapting, but not that time.
Not fast enough. That's the problem, right? We're not adapting fast enough.
I mean, again,
also,
new game.
Zackray's too good.
Again, like
Zackray is
new
amazing,
game.
actually.
If anything, the melee players are doing a lot better than half of the Smash Ultimate players that I've seen so far.
I know. I feel like zackray got an understanding of his playstyle in game 1, and then he was like, I'm just going to be really aggressive in game 2.
Yeah.
Right.
That's also a great advantage to having that kind of defensive style. When you turn it up,
no one
turn on the
expects it.
jets, it's like, oh my god, where did this pressure come from?
Oh.
Right.
What is this heat?
He's like, download complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, it comes out of nowhere.
I really believe that zackray plays with a gauge meter. Like, he actually has like a low-key
an IRL
smash
cloud
ball meter.
limit.
He has a low-key smash ball meter, but like, we just can't see
It's a mental game.
Yeah, like.
I would believe it.
Dude, and for everyone that says Wolf's recovery is bad, Watch Zackray.
No,
and tell me Wolf's recovery is bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
I mean, you just gotta get a little creative with it.
He makes great use of all the recovery options to do the edge guards, go off stage sometimes, and still be able to survive.
It's just not the best. It's not bad.
Right. It's not ideal. It's not a Rob recovery.
It's not Marth or Lucina's
It's not a Rob recovery.
He doesn't get to up B 8 times in a row.
Yeah.
And stagger in between.
Talking about that thing.
Wait a minute.
Jumped right into it, too. I mean, he had really nowhere else to go.
Yeah, exactly. And Vicky, like, his situation, like, he had limited options there, so I think that was perfect by Plup. But, I mean, exactly, Zackray going to immediately bring that thing on back. It's kind of what this kid does.
Yeah.
Boy, nice.
See, that's another thing. I feel like when
oh, the pressure.
I feel
when
like
he rolls out.
I feel like when he took the stock, that should have immediately been like safe mode. But I feel like Melee players really like to push the
advantage.
They want to push the advantage as much as possible, which is like I completely understand that.
Right, it makes sense.
But in a game like this, we might not have all our pressure sequences mapped out, so it maybe isn't the best play.
Yeah. Not always ideal.
It's a later play.
Yeah.
Also, it's completely okay to slow down once you take a stock too, because at that point they're forced to approach you, and you don't really have to overcommit.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, being in tumble versus Wolf is like the scariest thing ever.
Yeah.
I think our ninja could just run under lasers. By the way, I could be wrong.
You say run through?
Run under.
Oh, I was like,
Is he low enough for that?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
He low probably.
Oh my God!
He literally knows the timing to that. That's the second time we saw that.
Oh my God, Zackray's
Literally the
too good.
second time that we saw that.
Zackray's too good.
Plup out here fighting for his life, man. Zackray's like,
Fight for my life.
I got no time for you, player.
I gotta get to the next match.
Got no time for
Killing
you.
me out here.
These streets are cold,
Like
man.
your ninja, man.
These streets are cold.
Dag, man. The heck?
Dang gone, man.
See if Plup can find something here.
Find a stock, man.
Yeah, he needs to.
Oh,
Okay.
wait a minute.
Yeah, the
All
down
right.
tilt.
All right.
The conversions.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Light pointed that out before the set even started. Like, Plup does not tend to miss his conversions. Needed a big one there and got it.
Oh.
But landing
the
right in
forward
front of
smash will do
Zackray.
it.
That's tough.
Dang,
I actually
man.
think Plup did great.
He
He
did
did
amazing.
really well.
Yeah.
Minus game 2, I think the first and second were good showings.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
Or first and third, excuse me.
Yeah.
I mean, I just really hope. Like, when I see stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, I really hope these guys keep playing this game.
Oh, for sure.
I promise you that we will.
We will.
Like,
Yeah,
look,
like,
We will.
we're not quitters.
yeah, because it's really,
Yeah.
because, like, taking us
It's
to
a
last
good
stock
game.
and you guys
a good
haven't
game.
really, like, the game just came out and you guys are Melee players coming into this. Like,
Exactly.
all right, I don't like him, though. We could get rid of him.
I'm down.
No,
I'm down.
Straight out light.
In the back.
Let's get.
Can we replace?
I'm also down.
Oh.
Yeah,
Bro.
Dang.
Hey.
The heck?
Bro,
I feel bad
hashtag
now.
cancel
Honestly,
Actually,
it's,
no, I don't.
yeah, I'm gonna go. It's mainly because he keeps trying to take Chillin'
Get
Dude's
this guy out.
voices, bro.
I
Like,
take Chillin' Dude's
Wow.
voices.
So I'm so sorry.
All right,
man.
I gotta go
You've
play
been
on
dealing
stream.
with this
I
for-
had a
Good
pretty
luck,
good
Mike.
Greninja impression, but you know,
Light, who are you up against?
I don't know. Vish wants all the credit. That's fine, man. I'll let him
You
get.
got to show.
I got a show. I'll
let
let
me
you
have a Grid Ninja voice, all right?
All right, you get the Greninja voice. You get the Greninja voice. I get the Leffen voice.
Yo, we got a